Everyone, so it's been a while since I last made a new feeding video on my channel, so it's about time that we're going to start to record tarantula feeding video 128. For those of you who are asking me how often do I feed my tarantulas, well, just look at my feeding video series playlist. So whenever you see new feeding videos on my channel, that is when I feed them, which is about once every 4 or 5 weeks. So they're certainly very hungry. I'm super excited to feed the tarantulas in my collection, especially the B. Amelia, big female I got, the A. versicolor female, and a whole bunch of others. So the way I'm going to structure this feeding video is going to be in 2 parts, of course, because these feeding videos are pretty long if I try to make into one. So the way I'm going to structure this one is I'm going to do one part on strictly New World species and another part strictly on Old World species, because people are still kind of confused of what's the difference between a New World tarantula and an Old World tarantula. So Old World tarantulas are specifically species that come from Africa, Asia, Europe, and Australia. So you'll see those. Those ones have very potent venom, they don't have verticating hair, and they're strictly recommended for the experienced hobbyist. Then I'm going to go on the first part, which I'm doing now, will be the New World species, which strictly come from the 3 American continents, North, Central, and South America. Some of them have urticating hairs, except for the arboreals and the Tapinauchenius, Crytopholis, and Psalmopoeus genus. Now the venom is intermediate. Sometimes it could be very weak, other times it can be markedly strong, like your terrosus dermis. So I think it'll be a great way to start the feeding video. Superworm goodness. So the very first tarantula that I'm going to be feeding is my Tapinauchenius gigas, the orange tree spider. Now this is one of the arboreals for the New Worlds that do not have urticating hair. Only the avix have. So this is a 4-inch female named Barb, and we'll see how she takes it. There we go, quite gently. Sweet. Now this is another Tapinauchenius. This is a St-Vincent, St-Vincent's tree spider. Also a nice spider once it grows up to be an adult. Nice. Gotta love your tappies. Darn it, I missed it. Trying to get the flashlight in, I just missed the attack, but I think someone wanted to see if I had a Venezuelan Sun tiger, and I do. Yeah, it's right over here. A mature female that I got from the last reptile expo I visited, from Tails and Scales. I got this for about $55. What a score. Yeah, they hooked me up really good with this female. This one is going to be hard to see once again. This is my Psalmopoeus reduncus, which is the Costa Rican orange mouth. As you probably can figure from the video, I'm showing off my arboreals first. 4.5-inch female named Misty. That's her name. Now Misty is reclusive, so you don't really get to see her very much. Oh, I see some legs moving in. There we go. Gentle grab. Yeah. Most of these Psalmopoeus species love to burrow, even though that they're supposed to be arboreal. She's happy. Alright, now these are arboreals that do have urticating hair, and these are the Avic genus, or the Pinktoes. So this one is my Avic male, common Pinktoe. I'm probably going to name Fester. Last time Fester snagged my tongues. Good job, buddy. Yeah, he is a beautiful, beautiful male. There he is. Sorry for the lack of lighting, guys. There we go. Alright, this is Maribel, my Avic female that I've sexed on camera for you guys. Whoop. There we go. Hey, sweetie. Yeah, she is beautiful. Beautiful girl. Now hopefully you guys like the quality. I am recording on 720p 60 FPS. So hopefully it's a lot better output than the other ones. Okay, last arboreal I have is an Avicularia versicolor, Antilles Pinktoe, female. I'm going to name this one Kate. Whoa! That was awesome. That was awesome. Now Rose, if you're watching that, that's your girl. That was sweet. Gotta love your versicolors. Alright, so that's all the New World arboreals I have now. So we're gonna go on to the terrestrials, and boy oh boy, I got a lot of those. One of my most potent beasts is my Sicarius terrosus, six-eyed sand spider. He's over there. There we go. I think that's an attack. Yep. Sure is. Cytotoxic spider. I think my specimen lost a leg there. See about it. 4 on the left and 3 on the right. No 7-leg spider, but anyways, it's not to worry because tarantulas do, and spiders, regenerate their lost limbs whenever they molt, so he's eating good, and that's what counts. This is an Acanthoscurria suina, the sulfur brown bird eater that I named Chelsea. Yep, instantaneous. Sweet. Sasha, my Acanthoscurria geniculata, was sold to me as a former Brocklehursti, the giant white knee. She's about 7 inches. She's huge. And usually is a hungry eater. So these superworms are not big at all compared to the ones I got last time. Figures she had to go for the other one. Number 2. Now all your New World terrestrials are not going to be as potent as the Old Worlds because they have urticating hair on the back of their abdomen. Now the reason why they do this is to ward off predators. That's their main defense mechanism before they choose to bite. Which is why the majority of these species are recommended for the beginner and the intermediate. This is one of the intermediate ones. This is an awesome tea and is a fan favorite of the collection. This is a green bottle blue tarantula, Chromatopelma cyaneopubescens, a female that I got from Reptile Boy 91. This girl is a savage eater. Great coloration on the species. Easy to take care of. Kind of like a Georizea, they like dry substrate with the water dish. They do the sick webbing, but not as much as a Chilobrachys does. Very skittish, not too aggressive. Or I should say defensive. A must-have in your collection. Okay, so this is Wendy, one of my 3 females, Grammostola pulchripes, the Chaco goldeny, recommended for the beginner. Because they're not as fast and feisty as the GBV, but with Grammostolas they're kind of iffy. My 3 females are not the nicest Chacos that you want to meet. As you can see, that she's quite a healthy girl. Okay, this one here is a big B vagans, mature female, the Mexican Red Rump, and I was discussing in my other video that I made on this one, saying that this is the largest Brachypelma species that you can get in the hobby. So there we go. I'm gonna give her a second one. Maybe I can try trying her out. Come on, come on. She's like, give me that. Oh, these batteries are so weak. I can hardly see what's up. Ah, of course, hair kicking. Pretty normal for your brackies. Yeah, that's all pretty much what Brachypelmas do. They love hair kicking. They're not too defensive. But that's it. That's Mexican Red Rump, how big they get. They're huge. This is Annette. She is my smaller B vagans. Mexican Red Rump. I just try to feed her a superworm. She doesn't really like them. This one prefers crickets compared to her female counterpart Morticia, which was the big one you just seen. Doing well. Oh man, the gramps of my collection. This is Gordon Ramsay, my Cuban Pygmy. Crytopholis ramsay, This guy, I kid you not, he matured in late 2013, 2014, and he's still alive, and it's 2016. Incredibly long-lived as mature males. So he's getting on in years, so hopefully he's still a savage eater. Now you can see why he's a mature male, because he has his hooks and his palps that are bulbous. There we go. Now you can really see the hooks here. Oh, poor old soul. I'm sure age has really taken a toll on Gordon. Is he not hungry? Come on, Gordon. It's Hell's Kitchen. Oh, he was such a good eater. Oh well. Now this is a bigger, much bigger specimen than Gordon. This is my female Pamphobeteus species Ecuador, or possibly platyomma, the Pinkbloom Bird Eater. Now, of course, with all Pamphobeteus, these guys are super good eaters. And you've probably seen my Vespertinus and my Fortis slings eat without a trouble. What is Jade doing? I'm on Jade. Whoop. He's just slapping the ground. She's contemplating whether or not to take it. Oh, maybe she wants it. Yeah. Hell yeah, she's a pig. Whoop, sorry about that, guys. There we go. Nice. Pamphobeteus, platyomma, or species Ecuador, Pinkbloom Bird Eater. 9 inches for the intermediate keeper, because they can get a little bit feisty. Alright, here's that Lasiodora difficilis spiderling that I rehoused when I got the B. Amelia. This is the fire red bird eater. Now these guys are super good eaters, as you've probably seen my bigger female Dora and the male that I got from Tay. Whoo, love it. See, he's much more happier in that little deli cup compared to what he was living in before. I don't know why it's so blurry. There we go. Lasiodora difficilis, fire red bird eater. This is about a 1-inch unsexed specimen. Okay, this one here is Melina. She is my Brachypelma bomi, the Mexican fire leg. Here we go. Had to give him a little bit of help. You can see she's pretty. Pretty coloration on this one. Yeah, this guy is one of the more skittish ones then. They love to get urticating hair, as you can see. I never handled my specimen, and your shorty has some bald spot going on, but that's how you tell if you're tea will be in pre-molt. Whenever you see that bald spot, it'll turn like a blackish blue color. That's when you know. 6 inches is adults, so they get pretty big. I'm pretty excited to film this girl eat for the first time since her molt. This is my Pamphobeteus ultramarinus, the Ecuadorian purple pink femur. I can see her fangs open up. There we go. Sweet! Yeah, this is probably one of my favorite of the Pamphobeteus genus. She's close to about 2.5 inches and is sexed female, which is good. Yeah, she's kind of a feisty in her temperament. I remember when I first got her, I tried to touch her and she almost bit me. So you gotta be careful with your teas. So this is one of my future breeding projects. This is Rose's male Grammostola porteri, or rose hair normal form. I call it G. rosea normal form. Roscoe, he is a mature male. And that's how you tell if your rose hair is a male. You can see that the hooks and the pedipalps are kind of visible, and he's actually quite docile from what she has told me. And as with typical of your rose hairs, they're not really the greatest eaters. Especially as mature males. Their main focus is to find females and mate with them. As soon as I open up the cage, she starts to bolt right out into her skull. This is my Nondu coloradovullosus that you've seen in the previous video. This is the Brazilian black and white female. As I mentioned in that video that I posted 2 days ago, savage eaters. Ah, there we go, nice. This is my suspect male, Chromatopelma simani, which is the Costa Rican zebra, or the zebra knee, zebra stripe, whichever you want to call it. I call it A. simani. This is the blue form. As you can see, this little guy made an elaborate tunnel. It goes from here all the way down here with a little hole. As you can see, these guys are opportunistic burrowers, so if you give them the right amount of substrate, they'll start to make a burrow. Yeah. Alright, this one here is Angelica, G. rosea normal form. Oh, she wants food. Here we go, sweetie. Just dropped it right in front of her. Give it another one. There we go, a little bit larger. Here you go. Nice. Awesome. This one here is Necroth. He is a male Lasiodora klugi, the Bahia scarlet bird eater. Let's see if you'll get it. Good job, buddy. Alright, this is another Brachypelma. This is a Verdezi, the Mexican rose gray. A female named Dr. Cossack. from Mega Man 4. Kind of looks like a B vagans, but I'm hoping that I'll see some more differences as she gets older. Okay, now for a male Brachypelma auratum, the Mexican Pygmy. This is Leon. Oh, come on, Leon. Nice surprise there. Okay. Let's try Ada. The female, of course. Have to go with Leon's lover. Savage eaters. Kind of like her Bee Smithy a little bit, but they have those characteristic flamey tips on their patella. Compared to a Bee Smithy, I find them to be a lot more skittish. Alright, now this little girl right here is a Brachypelma baumgarteni, the Mexican giant orange beauty. Got a little baby superworm or mealworm. Beautiful. Now this really sucks. I wanted to film my Brachypelma classy. I was doing that and then my camera battery died, so unfortunately I didn't get a footage of her eating, but got this lovely female to eat. And I'm hoping that this is a true one. Got this from Yuli Yang from the Facebook forum, Tarantulas in Canada, who originally got this from China, so fingers crossed. Alright, this is Laura. She is my Grammostola species mole, the orange fluff, named after the evil within. A game that I will be eventually playing on YouTube once I complete the Silent Hill franchise. It's a great, nice sized female. She's around 4.5 inches. This guy right here is a immature male Zenithus immanis, the Colombian lesser black. That I named Genesis. Yeah, not a problem for this male. This one here is Princess Peach, my second female of Grammostola pulchripes, Chaco goldeni. Quite a strong eater. Called it. Yep, she's the sister of Wendy. Got them from the same sack. Now that's a big spider for most people. This is the salmon pink bird eater, Lasiodora parahybana. This is a 6-inch female, 6.5, named Daisy. Super great eaters for the intermediate keeper. Very easy to care for, and a great alternative to the terrosus species. They get up to having almost a similar size leg span, but way easy to care for. Alright, here's Pretty Elle. She is my Euathlus pulchromaclassi, Chilean blue-green femur. Kind of a misnomer because she's almost purple and black. Quite a docile species, but sometimes isn't a great eater. Ah, shoot, she just proved me wrong. There we go. She wasn't featured in the last feeding video. She wasn't hungry, but this time we got her. Alright, this is Tay's male Lasiodora difficilis, the Brazilian fire-red bird eater. I just showered him in some of the superworm bedding here. Yeah, with all Lasiodoras, they're really, really fantastic eaters. Okay, this is Dora. She is a female Lasiodora difficilis, fire-red bird eater. This is the third one. And this one is a sexed female, since I had her for over 6 years now. And because these superworms are so small, I'll give her another one. Yeah, as you can see, these Lasiodoras, they're really great eaters. Whenever they don't feed, it's usually because they're in pre-molt. Yeah, that's probably a little piece of old molt that got stuck when she last molted. As you can see, that's a little bit unusual, but hey, look, she's eating in front of us right now and she's pretty healthy. Alright, this is quite a rare species in the hobby. This one was pretty expensive when I bought this one. This is a female Costa Rican redleg, Megaphobema mesomelas. This one is for the intermediate keeper. These guys dwell on quite cool conditions. You don't want to keep them too hot, and they prefer humid environments. Nice. By cool, I mean room temperature, like 72, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Don't want to keep them over 80 because they won't be too happy. And there we go. Nice. Okay, this is the freshest species that I got recently from Reptile Boy 91. This is the Brachypelma Emilia, Mexican painted redleg, female, mature. Called her Emily. Now, I haven't seen how good this Brachypelma eats, but we will find out. Oh, she's turning. Come on. She's closing in. Really? I'm not sure if she's going into a pre-molt phase. There we go. Emily wasn't really quite happy with the superworm initially, but I think she is taking a liking to them. Oh, seems to have a foot problem over here, and hopefully that will improve with the molt. On a nicer note, well, I showed you when I first got the big Emilia, and I was showing you a spiderling and a juvenile that was starting to look like a bee Emilia. Well, this one molted, and I'm not going to feed it on camera, so keep in mind I'm just going to show you guys what this guy looks like. He's already about 1.5 inches right now, and he is showing adult colors, and believe it or not, this guy is beautiful. I mean, here we go. Just molted quite recently, maybe about 1 or 2 days ago. Hopefully my camera is going to pick up well. I'm just going to zoom in and put on a macro. So there is the Emilia, and that's the adult. So that small sling will get about that big. Once again, the adult, and spiderling already 1.5 inches and showing its adult colors. You can now see the dark triangle on the carapace. I'm just going to push him just a little bit. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, this one here is Sae, S-A-E, from Fatal Frame 2. This is the female Spirobophria hoffmanni, which is the South American horned. Oop. And that's about it. Next one up, great tea for the beginner, is a curly hair, Brachypelma obopulosum. This is Aragog. Took a bite of the tongs, but she did super well. Here's Victoria, my female Thrixopelma ocherty, which is the giant Peru flame rump. She's about 4.5 inches. She's adult. All right. Okay, Formitimous Ceres, Haitian Brown Bird Eater. The reason why, if you're new to my channel, why I do that, because I have the most evil pair of tarantulas, and they happen to be Haitian Brown Bird Eaters. So, trying to find a good superworm for this one here. Attempt to feed Jezebel, my huge female. Hopefully, she's going to be mated with Stavros, who's Rose's mature male. Currently, he's trying to build a sperm web. So hopefully he'll do it soon. I'm trying to get her out so you guys can see how big she is. Yeah, I'm not taking her out. No way, Jose. This is a nice cuddly teddy bear of a tarantula. Once again, this is a curly hair, Brachypelma obopulosum. This is Curly Sue, the second female that I have. Whoops, sorry girl. I did not want you to hit that. Hit the superworm right to the left of you. That's what you should go for. Now, of course, she's mad. curly hairs, for the most part, they're pretty gentle, but sometimes you do have the odd specimen where they will react mildly defensive. But in her case, as you can see, she was just hungry. Okay, so you've seen Wendy and Peach. Now this is the older one. Charlotte, not related to them, but same species, Chaco goldmie. Yeah, Charlotte is around close to 6 inches. Quite beautiful. I've had her since 2007 as a 2-inch specimen, and she's a mature female, of course, by that time. Okay, so I'll see another super. Usually she goes for it. There we go. Nice. Boo! Right in the kissa. This one here is Veronica, a Vitalis paranenensis, the Argentinian brown bird eater. As with most of these bird eaters, they're really great eaters. You never have to worry about them not eating. This one is around a 3-inch confirmed female. Yeah, I paid about $65 at the time. Think about her 2 years ago. They get up to having a 4.5–5 inch leg span, similar to the Suracabe I once had.